Hi everybody, happy Wednesday. I am here with your next zoo animal. Today is going to be a lemur. A lemur is kind of a crazy cute looking little animal. It has super long tail, really big eyes, and the rest of them is kind of small. You should Google them and check them out. They're pretty cute. So far this week we have done a sloth, we have done a koala bear, so today will be a lemur. So we'll need the same supplies, piece of paper to draw with, something to draw with, pencil is probably the best so you can erase, and then stuff to add color to your picture after we have drawn it. Okay? So just like how we started yesterday with our picture, we're going to fold this in half twice. So we're going to fold it in half the long way first, like this, hot dog way, and then fold that in half again. So you have a little rectangle. And then when you open it up, you have fold down the middle and across the middle. So you should have 4 rectangles on your page. This will help us know where to put certain parts of the lemur. So the first shape we're going to do is a letter U, and we're going to do that in the bottom half of the page. That's going to start at this fold line in the middle, curve down around across that fold line, and touch that fold line in the middle again. Okay? So I'll do it on my page just like I have been, and then hold it up so you can see it. So I started at the fold line, curved down around, made my letter U, and stopped at the fold line. Now we're going to add the ears. So first, I'm just going to do a short little line across this fold at the top for the top of his head. It will help guide where I want my ears to go. So just like that. Short little line across the fold line. Now, our ears are actually a similar shape to when we do leaves or flower petals. They're going to be 2 curves that kind of touch at a point. So you're going to start here, curve up and stop, and then curve back down. I'll show you what I mean. Because their ears are really big. So you're going to curve up, stop at a point, curve back down. And that, so you started here at the fold, curved up, and then curved back down and made it touch that little line that we did. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you curve up, stop, curve back down, touch your line in the middle. Now we're going to add eyes. And the eyes are going to go right on this fold line that runs across the middle. And their eyes are really, really big. So we're going to do 2 big circles for the eyes. Two big circles for the eyes. And then we're just going to do little dots in the middle. They're going to look like they're really surprised. Now their nose is an interesting shape. We're going to do it by drawing a letter U and then an upside down letter V on top. So it's kind of like a teardrop shape is where you're going to end up with. So the letter U is going to start on this fold line. Letter U, and now we're going to do the upside down triangle. If you know how to draw a teardrop, then you can just do the teardrop. So it's a letter U, letter V on top. And then we need to draw 2 little circles for the nostrils. Like that. Okay. Now we're going to add a detail line up here on its head because the top of their head is usually a darker color. So right here, where we did this straight line, underneath there, we are going to add a patch where it's going to be colored black. So you're going to start just below it, and you're going to curve out. So I started on the fold, and I curved out and touched where the ear connected. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So it looks kind of like a letter V. And then we want to add a detail line inside the ear. So that's just one line like this. One line on each side. Okay, now we need to go down, work our way down to the body. So the body is made up of 3 lines that are the exact same shape. We're going to start out here by the side of the head, and it's a curve. It's not straight. We're going to start here and we're going to curve a little bit. So we're going to start here and we're going to curve down. Now the second body line is going to be that same shape, just a little bit further away, because it's going to be a colored stripe on its back. So you want to do one right next to that. Then we're going to move over farther to the other side of the head, do that same shape on this side. Like that. So you should have 3 lines that are the similar shape going across there for the body. Now we're going to work on the arms. So we're going to make our lemur holding on to something that maybe he's eating. Could be a nut, piece of fruit, whatever you want. So I'm just going to draw a circle over here because it helps guide where I want my hands to go. So that circle is just whatever he's eating. You can turn it into whatever you like. So for the arms, we're going to start on this second line that we drew. And we're going to draw a line out. The shape is similar to the koala bears. It's out, and then you're going to curve back in. So you're going to start out, curve, and come back in. And then his other arm is going to start on this line and do the same shape, but kind of go up. On that side, so it looks like it's holding on to it. So you start here, you go out, curve, and back in. Okay, now it's tail, which is one thing that lemurs are known for, is their very long tail. So we're going to start on this side of our page and draw a curve. And there's really no wrong way to do this, because their tail can curve however you want. So I started down here, but it's really long. It's taller than they are. So you're going to start down here at the bottom of the page, come up and curve around, and I'm just going to curve back around and follow that same shape right next to it. So I curved around, so I'm going to curve in and then follow that same shape all the way back down. So I stopped here, I curved under, and then followed that same shape back down. Now their tails are striped, so we're going to add some horizontal lines on our tail so we know where the stripes are. And you're going to go all the way up. Just like that. Kind of like a candy cane. So you're just going to do stripes all the way up and around. If you want, you can add a tree in the background. So you can just do a line up for the tree trunk. Add some branches out. Add some leaves if you wanted to. Something extra in your picture. You can add whatever you would like in your picture. But your lemur is now done. Here is mine colored in. I didn't have a tree on this one. I'll probably go back and add it. It needs something over here. So I'll probably add a tree. But see, again, I've told you a couple times, you can make things look rounded if you press harder with your crayons at the edges, just like I did here. I used black and gray for my lemur, but I pressed hard on the outside of the shapes, and that gives it the illusion that it is 3D. It is curved. So try that out on the tail. The tail is a good spot to try that. Okay, so now you have a lemur in your zoo. So we have a sloth, we have a koala, and now we have a lemur. So if you are doing these, be sure to send me pictures or post them. I'd love to use them in the virtual art show. I'd love to see what kind of creations you come up with. So stay tuned. We have 2 more animals to do the rest of this week. Have fun, guys.